Good morning, everyone. Happy March 13th. I am just prepping some soup. There seems to be no better way. Sorry if my face isn't in view. I'm not hungover, but I did have 7 pints of beer last night and 20 cigarettes, which I'm not thrilled with. But preparing soup always makes me feel a little less crappy about myself. I noticed that the meditation app that have been using, at day 130, it started to repeat itself. So I guess now, unless we want to redo some of the lessons, it's up to us to practice and use what we've learned. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I switched over to self-esteem and self-confidence one as well. I'm sorry, I can't get a good answer. Once I pop you up with you just see me a little more properly. I think I need something behind it. That I have to do. You either see the top of my head or the bottom. Don't see the bottom of my body. Yeah, so we're on our own with that. We switched over to the self-esteem, self-confidence meditation. And by the way, we're making curd soup today. Just a bunch of root veggies and some spices. But we're also doing some reading on a feudal Japanese swordsman and kind of philosopher called Miyamoyo Muashi, and he talks about self-mastery and self-acceptance, and focusing on one thing at a time and not seeking out pleasure for pleasure's sake. Which I think a lot of addicts can learn from. I certainly can. Those immediate pleasures, whipping your phone out of your pocket, or it's just all around us nowadays. Booze, smoking, immediate relief from anxiety and suffering. And sometimes we have to suffer to learn. It's like the kid who puts his hand on the stove, I suppose. Probably not going to do it again. At least I haven't done it again, not on purpose at least. Sorry, I'm just looking for my knife. But I think I have to focus exclusively on self-mastery and saying no to immediate gratification. And hopefully it does something. I certainly hope it does. I shaved my beard, still kind of full. Kind of proud of that. Taking more pride in our appearance. Cooking for ourselves. We haven't really been eating the most regular diet, partially because of poverty, and partially because a lot of it goes to booze, and partially because we have no one to cook for. We did a lot of the cooking in our past relationships, or relationship at least. I have to take more pride in care of myself. Have to get these lungs recuperating. Have to exercise more. Take a moment before I react to frustrating stimuli. Such as when Jack ripped a hole in the couch and then stuffed it with something else once he'd got all the stuffing in. that really irritated me for some reason, even though it was adorable. Well, not the ripping part, the fact that he had filled in a hole that he made, but it really got me frustrated. Why did you go through the trouble of ripping it out just to stuff something back into it? But for all of his faults, I wouldn't trade him for the world. He's certainly worth more to me than a Chesterfield. That's Canadian for couch, if you don't know. But I have to take a moment and take a deep breath, and I think I have to do it with everything. Just like I was saying at the bus stop the other day. If we can just pause and think it through, and think it through a little better, you know, the one thing we really want today is some tomato juice, but we can't afford it. But that's also one of the main ways we get our vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, because we don't always eat properly, and part of that's because of the alcoholism. We also put on a significant amount of weight because of our alcoholism. We know that if we just stop drinking, we would lose most of it. We have a very healthy metabolism. We know that if we stop, just stop. It's so easy and so hard at the same time. But if we just stop, then, you know, a lot of it will go away. Stop retaining so much water, our cholesterol will get better, our blood sugar will get better. And so, if I can master this one path, I think it'll open up a lot of opportunities. And I'm going to double down on trying and actually trying. And I look forward to your support and growing as a person. It's one of the few times, you know, I've been like this before, where I'm determined to make a change, but I think I'm going to sit down after this video and write out a to-do list, as well as some goals that I'd like to accomplish in the next few months. One thing I'd like to do is only drink water for the next week, and see how that affects my metabolism, mental health, and such. So that's goal number 1. Maybe that's too ambitious though. So maybe for just today, I will start with only drinking water, aside from my soup. I don't know if you eat soup or drink it, but for today, I'm just going to drink water. No tea, no tomato juice, no apple juice or fruit punch or anything, just no pop. And see if we can master that, and we'll go from there. But I'm going to make a list of goals I'd like to accomplish today, and see where it gets me, and see what comes out. One of the things I was determined to do last year, but I had to put on hold, is getting my license after putting it off for 16 years. I guess it's closer to 17 or 18 years now. Not that I could afford a car, but it's always been something. It is something important. I've always wanted to take, you know, the baby really camping. And we miss a lot of opportunities to bond in the car and drive together. I always wanted to have him sitting beside me in the passenger seat. That's one of the big goals, I know. I'm almost crying, because it means so much. And he's getting older and I'm getting older. And I just want to accomplish that one goal. And we took steps last year. This specifically, we contacted our MPP about some issues we were having with the drive test center. Not accepting verification that we can see well enough. Yeah, so this summer is the goal for that, or spring. It's going to be hard because we don't really have any money. And we're actually getting docked pay because apparently we were overpaid. So that's another thing. And yeah, we'll let you know what you come up with. I think the longest anyone's watched one of these videos is 3 minutes, so no real reason to go beyond 10.5. God bless, keep trying, keep moving forward. I love you just the way you are, just like Mr. Rogers said. If I can keep trying, so can you. I truly believe that. I wish you all the best. I'm praying for all of you and myself. Stronger every day.